Hey, what up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of A Love Like That podcast. I'm your host, Brandon,
I'm Jacquelyn.
and we are here for another episode. This is gonna be a quick one, all right? So,
Yeah.
listen, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep it a buck. We got things that we gotta do, but we
We're
wanted to make sure.
not hold you. We want to
Yeah,
make sure we
yeah,
checked
we're
in
not
with
gonna
you
hold you, but we
guys.
wanted to make sure just to say what's up to you guys real quick and just have a quick conversation around marriage and around things that we've noticed, what we've seen, and what we want to respond to in a lot of
Mm.
different ways. But anyway, quick check in though. How are you doing, babe?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing really good.
You're glowing.
Thank you, babe. Thank you. I have that, you know, had that early morning glow about myself. TMI, guys, but you better get you some. So,
Listen, we married. Get your own business.
all right.
Anyway, um, anywho, listen, we are just so thankful to have this opportunity to be with you guys, the listeners and the viewers. If you're listening on Spotify, on Apple, iTunes, on iHeartRadio, whichever one that you're listening to, or if you're watching
Yes,
us on YouTube or wherever, we appreciate you all for just being
we
with us from the
do.
beginning and for being with us right now.
Heart. Absolutely,
Big time,
absolutely.
big time, big
Being
time.
with us along this journey,
Yeah.
continue on. It's sure to be a thriller, guys. Sure to be a
Yes,
thriller.
yes, 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 yes. Hey,
Tap in,
let's
tap in.
I wanted to get your thoughts about something because I was looking up some research on where marriage, what happens in marriage after a certain amount of years. And
Mm,
something really was pretty interesting. And it says the average couple waits 6 years before seeking help for marital problems.
mm.
The average is 6 years. And I'm like, why does it take that long?
That's that whole 7 year itch, they say.
Yeah, we were talking
It's
about that. Yeah.
within that kind of time frame. I think in those first couple of years, you don't want to, people feel like, I guess, seeking counsel or seeking help means
Hmm.
like that they're admitting that like they failed in that area, and that's not it. I guess it kind of takes that's where wisdom kicks in. That's where time and experience,
Yeah.
understanding that, and getting good people. Key word, good people,
Right.
great
Great
people,
people.
come on, in the boat with you, people who enjoy marriage, who are intentional about marriage, who, are going to go above and beyond, to make sure that they are strengthening the foundation of marriage. That's who you want on your team. And so if we had those couples that were just God brought into our lives in the beginning,
Yeah.
through just being able to go through the marriage mentorship and the premarital class, and then the examples that we had, the foundations that we had at home. And so we were fortunate and blessed to be able to recognize at that point what that was,
Hmm.
you know, because it really it felt different, going through that just kind of felt like, wow, okay, we have a community. And so I think that mattered for us. I think
Hmm.
that helped us.
Yeah.
I think a bunch.
I think what happens is if it's 6.5 years or 6 years where people start actually seeking out help or counsel, I think it's because you had a 7 year itch. Because the gloves are come off now. I'm tired of being the fake person that just is
Oh
being
yeah,
nice
it
about
can't
stuff.
hold up.
It
That's
can't
true.
hold it anymore. The representative is no longer in the building.
They're like,
It,
I've had it.
exactly.
One
I
of
can't take
those.
this no more.
That's right.
And that's really what it is. And so we have to talk about stop bringing the representative into the marriage.
Yeah.
By the time that you get into the
Yeah,
marriage, you
that's
have to be
real.
your actual self.
Absolutely,
They have to have
absolutely.
seen it in some way, form, or fashion, or be okay with it. Now, here's the thing: things are going to change as time goes on within a marriage, so you're not always going to be the same person, but you should still be something of your authentic self
Yeah.
at some point in time where you should be able to deal with those things head on. And we were able to do that, I think, earlier on after our first year or two within the marriage. We said, okay, you know what? this is what we need to be able to really work on, and we have to really
Yes.
start this thing over and do this
Yes.
thing the right way.
Yes. Literally
Um,
break it down and let's start this thing
yeah,
anew.
because we need to do those things
Yeah, we had
because
to make a new path.
we saw that we saw that the love that we have for each other was worth the fight.
Yeah.
And I'll give you credit on that one, babe, because you were like, you know what, we need to really just really look at this. And because I wanted to do it, I just didn't know how to do it. And you were like, you know what, we need to really just reset this whole entire thing. Let's figure out how we're gonna move forward with this. And so this is me getting professional help. This is me doing this, doing that, our third. And we literally took the time out to really do it within our first year, year and a half
Mm-hmm.
of putting those pieces together and saying, you know what, we're not going to build this up the way that we see fit. We're going to build it up the way that God sees it fit for us,
Yeah.
and not just what we want just by ourselves. It's what how does everybody work, and how does everybody win in this situation.
Right.
So uh being your most authentic self from the jump, I think, is where you have to be, because if you are not that, and if your future spouse can't see that, then there's going to lead to some additional problems as you go on. Now, here's the thing: even if you are your authentic self, you're always going to have something that you're going to have to tweak at some point in time.
Yeah.
So it's not to say that,
Right.
be yourself and then nothing's ever going to ever happen. You're going to run into
Right.
things.
You're going to
But yeah,
change.
the gloves come off. I think after those first 6 years, or within those first 6 7 years, it's like, okay, you start to get settled, and
Mm-hmm.
then you start to see, okay, this is the person that they really are.
Right. Right. Right.
She ain't getting no cuter. He ain't getting no cuter.
Mm-hmm.
She's not getting any nicer. He's not getting any nicer. This is really you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think what happens is that I think I'm gonna be able to change them, or maybe it will get better. And then within those first 6 7 years, you're like, okay, this ain't really it,
Right. It's no longer a
right?
project. It's like, wow,
And
we're
this is really
really.
them. Which leads me to the other thing. Okay, so another thing I wanted to talk about was something I saw on Threads. Okay, and it ties perfectly into what I just said though. So this one lady, she was asking, she said, "Mary girl, spill the tea. What's one reality check that single women need to hear before marriage? Not the cliche stuff, but the things that no one wants to hear about or talk about." And this one woman said, she says, "What I am Indica G." Okay. She said, "Red flags don't turn green after marriage."
Mm,
Which
mm,
leads to what I just said. You
mm.
were waiting for something to get better within those first few years. And now
Yeah.
you realize that this person is what they said that they were.
Right. Yeah. No, absolutely. Whatever they said that they were, you have to know and it's going to be magnified in marriage. That's the thing about red flags. They
Yeah.
are magnified in marriage. And so, in some senses, with growth, just growth in terms of, hey, we're trying to be the best version of ourselves for each other,
Mm-hmm.
then I could see, it turning into a green flag, but
Yeah.
I don't think those same flags exist in that
Right.
sense. And so that's
Because what she says
those,
is true. Red flags don't turn green after marriage. They don't, unless you put the work in
right.
to flip it.
Exactly. And then those characteristics that were red flags to me would fall off. There would be some new habits and some new routines and some new characteristics that would be green flags, but it wouldn't be the same flag. And so
Yeah.
that's why we can sustain that statement. I can
Yeah.
sustain that statement from that aspect that
It's true, but however,
the growth gives some new seeds. We're not
yeah,
going to plant those same toxic seeds. So
exactly.
we want some new seeds. And so
Exactly. No, I
now we
agree.
can have we need a new color flag. We got red and green. Like, how about just a little,
Fuchsia.
a fuchsia
I'm just,
flag? Exactly. We're
I'm
going to have
joking.
another one.
Yeah.
It's going to fuse. It's going to be a fusion of the color, S-
It,
similar to the rainbow, but with,
this is what she does. She'll go off and it's just,
it
yes.
And I saw something yesterday,
Yeah.
it's the freedom. And You just give me such a safe space, babe, to
Yeah.
be me, guys. That's
Be the
that
best
going
version of
back
yourself. Listen, I want my wife to be great. Whatever it is
to
that you wanted to do, babe.
the
Hey, listen, go be
original
great.
thing. All of it exists in a safe
In the
space.
bubble.
In the bubble. That's
Exactly.
it.
In your safetyness and your safety net
And all of that.
in the
So,
covenant.
anyways,
In the
but
covenant.
yeah.
That's the important thing though. So like I said, I you know, a great perspective that you brought to that one. And hopefully, I want to hear your thoughts as well. Okay. Make sure to,
Yes.
we're going to post a little bit about this in our Instagram and on our YouTube channel. Well, obviously, we're going to post it on our YouTube channel as well. And we want to hear your comments. We want to get your thoughts, your perspectives on
Come on.
this. So,
Okay.
give us a shout out and, give us some of your thoughts because we would love to hear what you think about the red flags. Do they change? Can they be changed in the green
Mhm.
flags? Uh,
Talk
you
to
know,
us.
let us know what you think. And like I said, we look forward to speaking to you guys and hear from you guys soon. But let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. Thank you guys for listening to A Love Like That podcast. Once
Yes.
again, I'm Brandon,
I'm
and we will
Jacquelyn.
catch you guys on the next one. Take care. Peace.
See ya.